Hey everyone, it's Birb. I'm a little sick. Probably just allergies. It's not Rona. I'm good. I took some allergy relief, but yeah, in case you hear me practically dying, that's the reason. But today we're doing Fictional Stores Part 2, as submitted by my Discord server in hashtag fictional-stores. So credit goes to them. We got Stick60, Mr. Evan, and FoxInSpace. They all submitted some entries, and they actually have more than last time. So I had to add on to my spreadsheet. So, okay. So first on today's list, we got LP Mart, short for Logan Paul Mart. Their product is food, wallets, toilets, and the Gummy Bear album. That is great. So their slogan is Save Better, Eat Wallet. That's like their motto / slogan. Credit goes to FoxInSpace on this one, and it's based off of Walmart. So from the Walmart logo, 7 out of 10. It has the same color scheme, has about the same font. So yeah. Okay, next up we got Panini Extra, but the updated logo. Once again, it's a railroad. It goes to FoxInSpace based off Panini Express. It was originally a 6 out of 10. Now it's a 9 out of 10. Because based on the original logo, it's basically the same thing. Okay, next up we got Money Tree. Their specialty is in dollar-only items. Credit goes to Mr. Evan. And, yeah, they're based off a Dollar Tree. Pretty self-explanatory. So based off of the Dollar Tree logo, I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Let's see. So, why is it a 5 out of 10? The font style's different, and it's a little bit too simple compared to the actual Dollar Tree logo. The actual Dollar Tree logo also uses a different shade of green and a different shade of brown. So that's my explanation. Next up we got WER, the Worst Eastern Railway. They are a railroad. Credit goes to FoxInSpace, and they're based off of the Great Western Railway. So, basing off of the logo of GWR, it's a 9 out of 10. It's basically the exact same concept, just swapped from like an aquamarine / teal to a kind of like red but pinkish red. It shows up differently because I have 2 different monitors, but like, I don't know, it's pretty darn perfect. Oh shoot, okay. So next up we got Second. They are a transportation company. Credit goes to FoxInSpace, and they're based off of the first group, which does transportation. So, based off of logo, they are a 6 out of 10. I would give it a 7 out of 10, but if you see around the bottom of the S and right there at the top, there's a little bit of green clipping, which makes it a little bit meh. And it does look somewhat similar to the actual logo, but like completely different color scheme. Still decent though. So next up we got Studio Gas, which sells gasoline / petroleum. Credit goes to Mr. Evan. And there's actually no source for it to be based off of. So for the first time in the Birb Reviews series, we're going to do no source for the score, but 7 out of 10 from design. Like, if you mind the kind of low quality and graininess of it, like, in high quality, it would actually look pretty sharp on a gas station. So next up we got Peninsula, which is a company focused on selling gasoline / petroleum. Credit goes to FoxInSpace, and they're based off of Gulf, which is a gasoline company. So from the logo alone, 8 out of 10. The only difference that I can tell is that the font style isn't the same. That's coming off of memory. I'm not feeling in the mood to actually look up the logo on camera, but yeah. So next up we got Pizza, which sells electronics. Credit goes to FoxInSpace, and they are based off of Curry's. Now from what I remember, it is a 9 out of 10 because other than font style, it is the same. That's going off of memory though. I filled out this spreadsheet like a week ago. So next up we got Varia, which, give me a second. Why does my spreadsheet only say department? Well, it's department. That is what they do. We're gonna have to fix that. So, for the first time in a while, we actually have a motto/slogan: cheap stuff from big brands. Credit goes to FoxInSpace, and it's based off of Argos. So I saw the Argos logo, and this Varia logo gets a 10 out of 10 because it is basically an exact replica of the logo, just with different text. And that's pretty much what I'm looking for in this entire series. Like, the same logo, just alternatively, you know? So next up we got Chipa, which sells tea, coffee, hot water, and hot chocolate. Their slogan is, get a cocoa bean in you. Credit goes to FoxInSpace, and it's based off of Costa. Now, I did find a few different companies called Costa, so I had to ask FoxInSpace on the Discord. He posted the actual logo that he based it off of, and it's a 9 out of 10. I don't remember exactly what docked to point, but yeah, it's almost spot on. I mean, 9 out of 10 and 10 out of 10 are like the highest scores you can get. So now we got Fort, I'm gonna butcher this, aren't I? Fort Nidri. Yep, I'm not changing that. It's a shopping center. The slogan is, that's a lot of buildings in a shopping center. Credit goes to FoxInSpace, and it's based off of Fort Kennard. So, by logo, 9 out of 10. I mean, it's a little messy right there at the O in the word fort. But, you know, if you look at the actual logo, it's just the same thing but a little cleaner. So now we got Atrawatt. I forgot to change it. Well, would you look at that? We got Atrawatt. I do not know how to pronounce that one either. They sell movies. Their slogan is big movies 50p. If we're talking about resolution, that is small. Credit goes to FoxInSpace. It's based off Odeon. And from the Odeon logos that look like this, with the navy blue and white color scheme, 8 out of 10. Yep, there you go. I have to stay hydrated. Stay hydrated, people. Okay, next up we got one that some people were a little wait, no, that's the wrong one. Someone switched it around. Okay. Well, now we got woohoo.net, an online clothing store. These words come from FoxInSpace, where credit is due. Not mine, but the slogan is, nice, that's hot. I really hope it's temperature. Based off of boohoo.com, I've never been there. But logo alone, 8 out of 10. Okay, how in the world? Since when did I change this? Okay. Well, let's just go with that. So now we got Gioa. I can't pronounce that one either. Actually, look at that. So, before I start describing what they do, I'm just going to say they're based off of Hitachi. So, if you don't know what they do, they make a lot of stuff. So, Gioa makes transportation, construction machinery, military vehicles, digital media, consumer products, and more. What does the more mean? I have no idea because that's where it ends on my spreadsheet. So, apparently the slogan/motto, this is a reference to other FoxInSpace logos. Usually, we are trash at building trains for Linear, but for Transpanini Extra and WER, we are the best. So, from logo design, 9 out of 10. The only reason why it lost a point was because it was not all caps like the Hitachi logo that I saw. Oh, wait, okay. So next up, we got the controversial one I was talking about, Bougie Boys. I really hope that bougie doesn't mean something that I don't want to be saying. We'll figure that out in a few months. So they're an online clothing store. Slogan, if you ain't wearing Bougie Boys shirts, you ain't hip. Craig goes to Stick 60, woo, woo. And he said it was kind of based off of CustomInk.com. So, if it is supposed to be based off of Custom Ink, straight up 0 out of 10. None of the same colors, none of the same design. From a design standpoint, which only feels fair to give something with a 0 out of 10, I would give it probably a 4 out of 10. I mean, font style's a little generic, and you could probably clean up the shapes, like remove outlines on the shirt cuffs, but other than that, that's pretty much it. You tell I'm a little tired? Okay. So next up we got William, which is a food store. Their slogan is Cheap Big Buck. Here goes the FoxInSpace, and it's based off of Morrison's. So, looking at the Morrison's logo compared to this logo, 10 out of 10. It is basically the exact same thing. Even down to the number and shape of the leaves above the letter I, it is the exact same thing. Okay, let's see. Next up we got butter. They sell different types of butters. Their slogan is butter in all caps. Craig goes to Stick 60, and it's based off of literally any store that sells butter. So instead of saying no source for the score, I'm just going to say no specific source. But from a design standpoint, I'd give it a 2 out of 10. I mean, the word butter, while it may be geometrically centered, it doesn't look centered on the slanted stick of butter. And the text is also small compared to the area it covers. And that border around the stick of butter could probably be done slightly better than it was. Okay, next up we got Studio Lion, which is a food store. Their slogan is Eat Wallet, Save Money. Now I heard that there was a little bit of a little bickering going on in the Discord between LP Mart and Studio Lion for infringement on slogan. But credit goes to Mr. Evan for submitting this one, and it's based off of Food Lion. So if we're going from the Food Lion logo, 1 out of 10, because it doesn't look like the Food Lion logo. And the shade of blue from the Roblox studio icon that's being used is not the same shade of blue. So what do we have next? Ooh, Zoo Lines. So Zoo Lines is an animal transportation company. Their slogan is, "We won't do anything bad to the animals," implying something dark, but I really hope not. There goes the FoxInSpace, and their source is literally any company that delivers zoo animals. So, no specific source again, but 6 out of 10 from design. The only thing that I didn't really like was how the stuff inside the green circle was a little messy, like it looks painted, but the green circle and the text looking sharp. Okay, that about does it. But one thing I will be doing, there will be a part 3 to this, but there will be a new series based off of the Fictional Store series that will be taking the ones that scored a 5 or below, and I'll be remaking them to be higher up on the list. So it's just going to be me, OBS, my recorder, and Google Drawings. I'm going to be remaking the logos from part 1 and 2. So that's going to be next week, guys. That pretty much covers it. So, yeah. Have a good day or night or whatever you're doing. Right now, I know I'm sleep depriving myself, but that's okay. But yeah, I'm gonna stop recording right here. Bye, people.